Hey guys, it's Comic Uno. Today I'm doing Supergirl issue 5, so let's see what's going on with this issue. Let's talk about the cover first. I actually really like the art for this series, so I really do like the art for this cover because it's the same as the art inside. But I really do like the art for this series. It's one of my favorites for the DC reboot. I always like how the coloring is very light. I always like that type of art. Kind of like Francis Manapul art. I always really like that type of art and he's one of my favorite artists. So it's kind of similar to that art, and really love the art for the cover. The concept pretty much just is what happens in the issue, so a pretty good concept. I wasn't sure what I would think about this new villain, but let's see if I like the new villain, and let's see if I like the story also. So in the beginning of the story, we get to see Supergirl following this stone. This red stone is taking her to wherever she has to go to. And so she's following this stone, and she finds this part of a planet, and she recognizes it was part of Krypton. It was Argo City, where she grew up in, and she's like, "This is Argo City, but it seems like it's deserted. It actually seems like it's been deserted for years." So she goes in, tries to investigate a little, and she does see that no one's there. And the stone follows her to a place where there's this machine where she's guessing she has to put the stone in, and she puts the stone into the machine, and her father pops up as a hologram. Her father sends a message to her daughter, Supergirl, and he says that if you're listening to this and we're not there, then we died. And he was trying to tell his plan of how he's going to try to save Argo City, but it didn't quite work. But he wanted to make sure that his daughter was safe, and that was Supergirl. And in this video, we actually see him die. And Supergirl sees her father die in this video. She's like, first I find out Krypton's doesn't exist. My family's not here anymore. They died. My friends died. And then she sees her father die with her own eyes. And it's hard enough to really realize that her father's died, but to see it is very hard on her. She's just sad, angry. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know where to go because really that's all she knew was Krypton. So what is she going to do now? So she meets up with this woman named Rain, and she's just so upset and sad. So Supergirl's just trying to fight her. It's like she doesn't know who Rain is. Rain says, "I don't want to fight you. I want to team up with you. I am part of this group called the World Killers, and I see that you're the only Kryptonian here. And I don't like the Kryptonians. They're the ones who try to kill us, but I think we could work together to destroy Earth." And in the end of the issue, we have to see what she's going to decide. But really, we don't know what she's going to decide. And something I like about the DC reboot is that, yes, we have the same characters, but their personalities are a little tweaked. So we don't know exactly what these characters are going to do. We don't know really these characters that well yet. That we know that, oh yeah, she's going to choose to save Earth. We don't know that. She might, team up with Rain, because really, what does she have left? She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know Earth that well. She's went there for how long she was there, a day or whatever. She doesn't know Earth. She just knows it's a foreign planet that her parents sent her to. She knows that she might have a cousin named Superman. So she doesn't really know much. So really she could team up with this woman named Rain, and that's actually plausible because she doesn't know what to do, and she says the only one who's actually trying to team up with her is Rain. So she might say, yeah, let's destroy Earth. So we might actually see Supergirl as a villain for a couple issues. Hopefully she meets up with Superman and gets to talk to him a little bit more without, Supergirl being all angry and everything. Her trying to realize that she doesn't really have family. Really, Superman's the only family she has, and maybe she can make a new life on Earth. But I'm actually excited to see the next issue, I have to say. I'm excited to see what she picks, because like I said with this DC reboot, we really don't know these characters' personalities that well yet. And I'm excited to see what Supergirl chooses. And I thought this issue was pretty good. Seeing her reaction, really finding out that Krypton is destroyed, and really having the evidence to see that it was destroyed, and really seeing this new villain trying to team up with her. Really, she came at the right time. If this villain wants to make Supergirl team up with her, the villain came at the right time when Supergirl really has no idea what to do. The only thing I didn't like about this issue is that not much happened besides, really the whole entire her finding out what we already knew. So for making the story having a lot of action and stuff happening, and having a lot of story changers, a lot of cliffhangers, a lot of shockers that didn't really happen in this issue for people who wanted that. But I still thought it was a really good issue for us to see how Supergirl's going to react to really finding out Krypton is destroyed. So for me, I would say pick this issue up. I give it 4 stars. I thought it was a pretty solid issue, and I think it's going to lead to some big shockers and big story to this series. And I have to say, the series actually has surprised me because I wasn't expecting much from the series. As they said in the description when Supergirl came out, she's gonna be mad, she's gonna be all this. I'm like, that's not Supergirl. I'm like, what are they gonna make out of this character? But really, she's not mad. She's confused. She just doesn't know what to do because she's found out that everything she knew is lost. And she's alone. So really, she's not mad. She's confused. And I can't wait to see what happens next with this series because I think it is a pretty good series. And again, I give this issue 4 stars. Pretty solid. If you want maybe to skip this issue, if you wanted to see a little bit more story, you didn't really have to see. We didn't really see that in the next issue. Probably won't be lost if the story continues from issue 4. But I say pick it up. 4 stars. I thought it was pretty good. And if you haven't been following Supergirl and you were kind of misled from the plot summary that came out, try out the series. It's pretty good. And this was Comic Uno. I hope you enjoyed. In the description below, there'll be a link for my Twitter. And it'll have comic book news, reviews I'm doing next, and topic videos I'll be doing next. And also follow my other Twitter, The Rand Situations, and in the description below there'll be a link for that. There'll be news about my other YouTube channel. And I hope you enjoyed. I give it 4 stars, and say pick it up. See you guys. It's Comic Uno.